Hi, Howard. Hello. Howard, you're on mute. You're on mute, Howard. Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
We're just going to give everyone a couple minutes.
Yeah, I am muted. Is that
Okay.
better?
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So I have some video problems because I have to use Wi-Fi, so I'm actually going to just go off video because it helps the connection not drop.
Okay.
So, hi, Lynn. And it looks like Kristen's on as well. And we'll just give everyone a few minutes.
Hello.
Hey.
Let me just finish this. Mhm.
I'll ping Grace and see if she's
She should be coming on. Is it 2 o'clock yet? Let's see. Yeah,
uh,
she should be coming on. I just spoke to her a few minutes ago and I thought you were
okay.
starting it early. So
Well,
she
yeah,
needs,
I misread that last email.
that's
Apologies.
a, yeah, no worries. But she should be coming on and I think, and Jay also.
Oh, and as far as I'm just catching up on your message, Howard. Uh, Jay said he's running a minute or so late.
Okay.
As to your message regarding it being on the town website, the public is
Oh,
not invited. No, yeah, it's just Melanie did that. I don't know why. So
oh, no worries.
everyone a few more minutes.
Mhm. Oh,
And can you guys see my screen?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, perfect. This is what Grace sent me.
Okay.
Go down to the bottom. Okay. So, just to kind of save on time, I know we only have a half an hour. So Lynn and Christine, I'm going to start by introducing who I am, and maybe Howard can follow me, and then hopefully by that time some more people will join and you guys can follow as well. Just with a basic name, the town that you're with, and the position that relates to this call that you're doing with the town, okay? So I'm the Climate Smart Communities coordinator for the town of Woodstock. So I'm hoping to bring all of you guys together on this application, as well as like the connectivity of the rail trail project with the complete streets. And what I'm hoping is that what we have on the call is representatives from the town of Hurley Complete Streets as well as Woodstock. So, and we're just kind of trying to get everyone on the same page. So that's me. Howard, do you want to go? You're muted, Howard.
Am I
Howard.
muted now?
Nope, now we can hear you.
Grace is calling me. I just need to take the call. Hold on 1 second.
Woodstock representative. What did you say your name was?
Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm using the town Zoom. It's Erin, Erin Moran, Moran.
Thank you.
Sure. So,
Hello, am I back?
yes, you're back.
Yeah, Grace has a problem with the link. I guess I just have to send it to her.
Okay, I can resend it. That's not a problem if you want to focus on the call. Let me resend it to her. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Howard?
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry. I'm Howard
It's
Cohen,
okay.
multitasking.
I just,
I'm resident of Woodstock and I'm co-chair with Grace Murphy on the Woodstock Complete Streets Committee.
okay, and I just sent her the link, resent
Okay,
it.
great.
So, Lynn, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm Lynn Bailey. I'm a member of the Climate Smart Task Force in Hurley. I'm also the town clerk in Hurley as of January.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You too, Howard.
So, do you have a climate smart coordinator who would oversee all the programs?
That would be Kristen.
I see. Okay, great. And
And
then,
we also have a safety committee. Betsy Blair is supposed to join us, but maybe she was unable to. So they're involved with the town passed, adopted a complete streets resolution. And I say we have a safety committee that's also in on the project.
so what is the, because we don't have a safety committee, so what would be the difference that the safety committee would, I guess, contribute or oversee that the complete streets, where's the delineation there?
Well, they have it under street safety. I mean, they have different committees looking into different things.
Who,
And
when you say they, you mean the town of Hurley?
I mean, the safety committee. The
Okay.
safety committee was just was just the head of the safety committee would be our Deb Doherty, who's a town board member. Well, she's the one who is liaison with it. And, under her direction, they already did an ambulance district for our town. So that was just one piece. Safety obviously covers a lot. So they're also, spearheading the movement to get lower speed limits and things like that. So,
Okay.
so they're very much want to be engaged with the complete streets issues, and of course, it's also a climate smart task that we're very interested in. So we're overlapping a little bit there. Kristen Shara is the coordinator for the Climate Smart Task Force in Hurley.
Okay, got
She's
it.
just getting out of her car and sitting in her office.
Okay, great.
So,
And, uh-huh.
so she should be able to pick up, Kristen.
Okay, and then I just wanted to double check. I know you said this, but I missed it, Lynn. So you're the Complete Streets committee chair, is that right? No.
No, that is absolutely not correct.
Sorry. Okay, what was you are?
I think I don't know that we have a complete streets committee, a separate committee, and that
Not that,
might be Betsy Blair for all I know.
right. I'm not aware, I don't think they do have a separate committee. I think for us, it falls under the safety committee, like you were saying, Lynn.
Okay. All right. So Lynn, you're the clerk, and then what else? What else are you?
I would do the website and the newsletter. I'm on the Climate Smart Task Force.
Ah, the Climate Smart Task Force. Got it. Okay.
Right.
So that's weird. You have a oh, right. Got it. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So Kristen, you can go. Sorry, I'm connecting the dots now.
Okay. I'm Kristen Shar from the town of Hurley. I'm the Climate Smart Task Force Coordinator, and along, Lynn is part of the committee. We have a couple more people in the task force. And we're part of also a subcommittee of the CAC. That's how we're organized.
Okay. Climate Smart is a subcommittee of the CEC, and I think that's kind of common.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone else join us? No. Okay. So, I guess just to let you Hurley folks know, it's just structured slightly different in Woodstock. In Woodstock, our what you would call your CEC is our environmental commission. It's actually has a little tiny bit more authority than most environmental commissions, just because it was actually written into the zoning to have that group in existence. So they do have a little bit of
Mm,
I hate to say the word power, but anyway, so normally the Climate Smart committee and task force that would have fallen under what we call the WEC, the Woodstock Environmental Commission. But right now, our environmental commission does not have a quorum. It's an unusual situation going on in Woodstock. So, because the Climate Smart task force can be separate in Woodstock because the way the resolution was written, we're pursuing this without our environmental commission. Does that make sense?
sure.
And if they get up and running again, they can just be more of an asset to help, they can jump in or jump out. It doesn't really matter.
So you developed a complete streets committee, it looks like.
Yes.
And how many people are on the committee?
Howard?
7. Yeah, 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 7. We have a town board liaison. And then we have a liaison with other groups like Woodstock Land Conservancy and other environmental groups.
Mm-hmm.
But seven committee members.
Great.
And who's your town board liaison, Howard?
Laura, Ricky,
Okay. And who is the Woodstock Land Conservancy liaison?
Kevin Smith.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. How's Grace doing? Darn it.
Hopefully she's dialing in.
So on the screen, so everyone can see this.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So this is what Grace sent me when I said, hey, can I see the actual, application for the joint effort? And I apologize because there's some of this that I don't quite understand. So if I misspeak, please interrupt me and correct me. But it looks like, so this is basically the project application. This is kind of where the town is signing off on it, which is required for for all complete streets actions. They want to know the town's going to buy in, basically. So, it has a start date of April of this year. Bill signed off on it in December. And then has anyone from Hurley seen this application?
Kristen?
I think Betsy would be the one to know.
Betsy might have seen it. I haven't seen it.
Because it was a joint application done and Betsy and Grace spearheaded the application.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mike Bohms would have been, I'm sure, signed off on the same thing. So Hurley should have a duplicate of this.
Okay. So I went through it briefly, and it actually kind of near the end, the mention of Hurley kind of drops off and it just talks about Woodstock. So I wanted to talk to the people that actually, and I think it's Grace and Betsy, and they're not on the call.
Have
But
you checked the waiting room, Aaron?
Oh, let me check.
Jay's in the waiting room.
Oh,
So Grace may be there too.
oh, thank you. Apologies. Here we go. Yep, you're right. Sorry about that. Everyone's joining.
Okay.
Hi, this is Betsy. Have you guys been going and just let me in, or are you just starting?
We actually are just started with introductions. Can you see my screen here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we can just continue it's myself and Howard, myself, the climate Smart Community Coordinator. Howard is the co-chair of the Complete Streets in Woodstock. Kristen is the complete Climate Smart Community Coordinator for Hurley. And we've got we do want to hear from the rest of you. Jay, do you want to introduce yourself, and Grace, and then we'll go to Betsy. And where's Grace?
Grace is there.
Okay,
Unmute Grace.
there she is.
And Erin, are you able to put your camera on?
Yeah, so the only thing is where I live, it is very rural. Let me just stop
Doesn't have a
sharing.
good enough signal.
Yeah, so if
Okay.
I leave it on, if I leave video off, I have a lower chance of it dropping. So
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the quick glimpse.
oh no, yep, sure, not at all. So Grace, do you want to introduce yourself, and then Jay, and then we'll go to Hurley? Does that sound like a
Hi,
plan?
Grace Murphy. I've met all of you but Kristen, I think. And I'm co-chair of the Complete Streets Committee in Woodstock.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Decker, here in Woodstock on the Complete Streets Committee, recently joined, along with Grace and Howard.
Thanks. And Betsy?
Hi, Betsy Blair, acting chair of the Hurley Safety Committee.
Okay. And from
Hi,
what
Betsy.
sorry, from what we understand, Betsy, you don't have a Complete Streets, you have the Safety Committee, is that correct?
Well, I would say our safety committee is functioning as a complete streets committee right now.
Okay. Okay. Before I go on, does anyone have any questions, or does anybody
Oh,
need?
I don't know who Lynn Bailey is. I see Lynn Bailey there.
Hi,
Lynn?
Grace. I'm
Hi.
a member. I'm a original member of the Climate Smart Task Force in Hurley. And I'm also the town clerk in Hurley.
Okay, hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
Okay. So I just wanted to, sorry.
I just want to say hello to Grace also. I'm Kristen Shara
Hi,
from,
Kristen.
and I don't think I met you, but
No,
so, okay, so I'm the Climate Smart Task Force Coordinator for the town of Hurley. And
okay.
we do have a quick question. The UPWP, is that I heard that there was a grant involved, and is this the organization that we're applying for a grant to, or that's my question.
It's not a grant, it's funding. Okay. It's the Unified Public Works Project. Okay, from the Ulster County Transportation
Okay,
Commission, I think it is.
Okay.
So they have funds that they allocate to various projects over the course of the year. And we were advised to apply to them for funding for this feasibility study. So we did so. And Betsy and I worked together on compiling it.
okay, thank you. So that's Ulster County Planning
Public
Board or
Works.
It's a unified work product.
Ulster County Public Works?
Maybe Public Works, I'm not sure.
I believe
Okay.
it was out of Ulster County Transportation
Transportation, yeah,
Department.
Okay, thanks.
which I think is also part of their planning department, but I'm not positive about that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that being said, so it sounds like we have everyone on the call that would just need to be in the know. I'm not trying to come in also at the 11th hour and jump in. I just the way that the Climate Smart Communities programs work is as a coordinator, we can help you guys. We can also make sure that your applications or any projects that you're working on gets in front of the right people. That being said, you mentioned, Grace, that you were advised to jump on this funding. Who advised? Just so I can connect the dots again.
Brian Slack,
Sorry.
Brian Slack.
Okay, and his name, I believe, is right. Come on, right
He's part of the planning department. I believe he is called the transportation coordinator, but I'm not positive about that.
There you
Okay,
are.
so can everyone see that looks like his information on the screen?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so one other question I had, it looks like this funding is due to expire in a few months, the overall funding, Grace. Is that
I'm not aware of that.
okay? All right, let's see, because one of the okay. And maybe it's just going to be renewed. Maybe it's one of those things that's going to be renewed. Okay.
Well, I think part of that funding is federal funding, so everything might be up in the air. But I can contact Brian and see what the status of this is.
Okay. And just a heads up on I know with everything with the federal funding trickling down to state and county. So what I'm being told is in December, the Climate Smart Communities program approved, I believe it was $24 million. That money is approved and in the system and needs to be spent. It would be an additional approval that would potentially be in jeopardy. Does that make sense to everyone on the call?
No. Are you talking about state money?
Yeah, well, yes, through the Climate Smart Communities program.
Does this
So, sorry.
This is money that is allocated or is not allocated or has been,
It is allocated, approved out there, and everybody needs to start applying and get it. And it needs to be spent.
how?
Aaron, perhaps you could share a link to that call for proposals for those funds.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm just taking a note, because I'll have to do proposals after this call. So
Aaron, are those separate from the links you sent last night to Jay and Grace and myself?
yes. So what I sent you guys was the link to the actual Climate Smart Communities website.
Okay.
So do you guys, Krista, maybe you can answer, does Hurley utilize the website for your safety committee, or do you utilize it?
The Climate Smart Communities website?
Correct.
Yes, we use it for sure.
Okay. Is this project in there?
No.
No.
So the
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go.
I can clarify that the safety committee is a relatively new committee, and we have a presence on the Hurley website that's not quite up to date, but we had a meeting last night and we're talking about putting that, bringing it up to date, and we'll include some information about complete streets on that. Because this proposal was submitted by Woodstock on behalf of Hurley and Woodstock, I'm not sure we would put that up there unless, until the project comes to fruition.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like the lead who's kind of running with this application and following up on it is Grace Murphy. Is that correct?
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think, does anyone have any questions at this point? Okay,
Is,
so sorry,
is
Lynn.
somebody working on actually trying to find a route at this time?
That's what we want them to do. That's the whole idea.
Who do we want to do that?
Well, we will hire, if we get the funding, we will hire a transportation planner.
Okay.
We had been using one. And if she is available, we'll see whether or not we want to use her again in coordination with Hurley, but we were using one for Complete Streets in Woodstock.
Okay. So we're just sort of waiting on this funding to
Yeah.
do that.
We
Okay.
need the funding for the study.
Yeah.
And when do we, and what's the indication for when this funding might become available?
It's usually a rotating thing. It's not like a grant where it gets awarded all of us, at a particular
Okay.
point in time. So
Okay.
I will try to get more information from Brian Flack
And
about,
our application was made when? Completed, our complete application?
when did we finish that, Betsy? The end of December, I think?
December.
Number.
December, yeah.
December is stated.
I
I
think it's December 6th it was due.
Yes, right here.
Okay.
I also think, Grace, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a chunk of money that Ulster County administers on behalf of local communities. And
Yes,
so that the money would not actually land anywhere. There's no need for a fiscal sponsor or someone to track on the expenditures. They would work with the two communities on the scope of work and implementation of the project, but they would handle the administrative pieces of it.
yes. And it may in fact be that they would use planners in their own office rather than to hire an outside planner in order to
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So we're just waiting for the go-ahead then.
yep.
Okay. And so it
Waiting.
looks,
Not
sorry.
for a go ahead, but for it to go ahead.
Show me the money.
So
Yeah.
it looks like in this, so it looks like in the description here that we're talking, or you're talking 375 out towards Hurley. Can you help me just kind of, I'm kind of trying
No,
to,
it's an alternative to 375 because 375 is pretty much impossible.
got it.
375 has no shoulders.
It's a narrow road. It's
It's a
busy.
narrow road. It's ditches on each side of the road.
Okay.
It could be partially 375, Aaron, but it can't be, the whole thing can't just be a straight shot down 375.
Yeah. We just
Okay.
don't know. That's why we want a planner.
It could be part trail, it could be part road. We're open to anything. We just want to find a safe connectivity
Right.
between the two towns and the Ashokan Rail Trail and Woodstock Village.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are also hoping in discussions with the, well, whoever the planners are, that it would connect with the shopping district in West Hurley, with the Hannaford Plaza, you know.
Okay.
So that
That's
would, it
just-
would make it walkable for people to go for shopping as well.
Got it.
Which I think is used by both communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavily used.
Okay. That makes,
And would be a connection to whoever the tourists are on the Ashokan Rail Trail as well.
Right.
So it could be a developmental project.
okay. Great. Thank you. Okay, so I think I have, I want to try and wrap it up just because I know some people do have to leave. I think this was a good call because we've kind of connected with each other. I think Kristen, as coordinators, I'd like to connect with you and maybe Lynn as a task force member to maybe make sure that my only concern, not even a concern, is I just want to make sure that I want to offer any help that maybe you do want to formalize Complete Streets under the Safety Commission for Hurley. That's totally a decision up to you guys, obviously, but it may be beneficial down the road for this project or anything in the future. So I'll reach, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to reach out to you to set something up, another call, maybe just us.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And then Grace, you'll follow up on timing as far as when we expect to hear back from on this.
Yeah.
All right, and you can let the,
Aaron, you have my wrong email. I never get the emails from you.
am I using the HVC?
Yeah.
No, there you are, and that's incorrect.
I apologize. I thought I was using Gmail because you did tell me that before. I will make sure that I'm only using Gmail.
Okay, thanks.
You are.
GraceMBM@gmail.
Okay, great. Okay, so takeaways. I'm gonna have a meeting with Hurley's coordinators. Grace is gonna follow up on this, and then I think that's about it. I think we can probably follow up just through emails and whatnot. I don't think there's I think we've connected the dots. Did
And
you have?
Betsy, we're going to see you, Betsy, in half an hour.
Yeah,
Right.
I will
So
see you.
okay,
So I just wanted to say, Aaron, with respect to a Complete Streets Committee, if you could please include me as the safety
Absolutely.
committee rep, that would be helpful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're the you're the chair of the safety committee.
Right.
The acting
Yeah.
chair.
Ah, absolutely. Thank you. Yes, that makes
And-
sense.
Could I get a copy of this application?
Yeah, Grace, are you okay if I send that to her? I just want to make sure.
No problems.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will send that out. Does everyone in the group want it on the Hurley side? Does everyone have it?
Kristen has it. She can share it.
Okay, great.
Thank
All
you.
right. Anything else for this call?
We're
Good.
good.
Thank you all.
Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. And I will go on video for 1 more minute. I didn't drop, yay. So that's a good thing. I always drop. Thank you all very much. This is helpful for
Thank
me
you.
as well. Okay, take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks
Nice
so
to
much.
meet you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.